Championship fans, launching right into it. We're late. Sorry. About 7,000 people are out of internet right now, so we're dealing with that on my end. And we have some announcements tonight. First of all, I'd like to thank my co-host Speakman for joining me today.
Yo.
It's good to have you, sir. And we have the semifinals of PLC Season 10. Got a little exciting announcement for you, potentially, as long as the appropriate players get in place in time. We will have a live match of our playoff semifinals of one of our games. We have a recorded of the other one. So let's get into the brackets here. The one that will be a live match is going to be Jordan Brendan. So that top bracket that you see there, 1-4, basically the top player versus the one who skirted just in on the merit of a rock paper scissors game there. We're gonna have that match live. I mean, he would have. He probably, yeah, he beat that. Yeah,
they would have played.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just saying that was the placement that happened. Like, who knows what would have? And then he did beat Jay in their game. Who knows what would have happened in the fucking. Okay. Anyway, moving on. That's going to be a live one. We have Aris versus Mike. So they're both former champions, brothers. Battle of the Brothers. That's the second one this year, I think. Me and Phil being the first one. This one takes place in playoffs literally pretty much every year. They somehow score in such a way that one of them has to climb the bracket to the other one, almost always, and somehow it usually is in the semifinals. I love when it was in round 2 last year. I was like, yeah, let them fucking fight it out there. Get one of them out of the way and move on. So the semifinals will have a different pair. But no, so we're getting that Aris Mike game again, and so they know each other better than almost any players. They're both fantastic players, and Mike has been on a Tekken tear as well. So it is exciting to see that and see what they have to offer us for that. So let's get into, where are they? Replays. Boom.
And I think Mike said that he got into top 24 or top 16 of Combo Breaker this weekend.
So he was saying he got top 24. I didn't see where he placed. I didn't know if he was finished or if he was like waiting for it to show up. I thought he was like still presently competing in it when we did that.
Well, when he posted it, it was like 1 a.m. So like,
oh, I thought. See, I didn't even see that.
So it was probably like done for the day. I thought that there'd be like stuff to play today, but we haven't heard an update from him yet today. But man's traveling and with his friends, so I'm not upset that he hasn't updated us yet.
yeah, exactly. So I'm sure but he did really well again in the thing. So let's kick this off before I have to get into a bunch of calls before 11. This is Aris versus Mike, season 10 semifinals, game 1. It'll be 52 seconds. I know it's weird for this to be that late on the situation, but 52 seconds if you could get there.
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, well, let's kick it off. 1, 2, 3, and go. What's going on, Jordan? Good to see you, sir. We did announce your game coming up. We might have to use... I don't want to... No, we got to get Brendan in here off of Marvel Rivals for whatever reason. So Aris does have a really good matchup against his brother's team here in general.
Aris's team is crazy.
Yeah, and we've mentioned that before, and he thought we were talking shit. That I was like, no, it's just we're saying that the other ones are crazier. Yours is still crazy, and in the right hands, does insane work.
It's just such a stacked ass top 4 teams. It's just so fucking stacked.
Dude, I would argue the whole playoffs, but specifically though the top 4, absolutely insane. They were all 4 of what I would have considered the top 4 teams going into playoffs already.
Well, that's never a thing you want to see on turn 1. That's just... Ooh, that's terrifying. Ooh.
Got the Merker out of the way, okay.
That is a rough turn 1 for Reese. Now, I don't think he's in a bad position, because he's got Tailwind set up. Now he's got... Well, just a terrifying combination of 2 Pokemon out here. But,
And they're fast.
They're fast as fuck, boy.
They're fucking... Oof, fast. And against the other two, like, you almost think or want to say that Mike's gonna hit that Terra button here. Like, he's either gonna try to move in the T-Tar. I mean, I guess he could obviously follow me. That's a play here. There's so many options that they have to them. Yep, there we go.
Yep.
So
I mean, the follow me from the Electabuzz is kind of necessary here, because you want to make sure that you're not getting screwed up by
Static?
this.
No.
God.
And you see how he played the flip turn there? Because, like, if he did switch out for T-Tar for whatever reason, he would hit the T-Tar first of all, and then get out of there to, like, change up to a different Pokemon to set Rain back or something. I don't know if he has Rain Dance on anybody back there outside of the Murkrow, but...
Yeah, it doesn't look like a team of Pokemon that would know,
Rain Dance,
what's it called?
right.
Rain Dance, yeah.
I think Kilowattrel learns it, but it probably doesn't have it, because that's
But
terrible
it's a
on
spec
it.
set.
Yeah, it's terrible on it. Oh, yeah, and it's a spec set. He survives!
Oh my god, that's so much damage.
I love how, like, I think Komomo is such a good Pokemon, but it does require a little bit of, like, skill and finesse to make it work, and it requires the right team to balance it together. And I think that, like, you can tell by the players who had Komomo most of the year that's true, or at least at the end of the year, rather. Because Reese and Zach both had it, and, like, both used Komomo to great effect all year.
I mean, Reese only got Como at the very end.
Yeah.
Remember that J-Wade had this Como for most of the season, and unfortunately kind of just underperformed with it.
Because,
which is why it is that he traded it off to Reese at the end of the season.
Yeah, and I think that speaks to what I was saying about how the Pokemon just kind of calls for some finesse. Like, it calls for some and the right team too. You need, like, a follow me. You don't need, but, like, you greatly benefit from, like, a follow me user. Various different setups on this side. See, there's that Bullet Seed that I used as well on my set. Fucking didn't get to use it really, but well, I did, but you know.
But yeah, I think that J-Wade's team was just a little, how to describe it, a little too one note in its offenses to really take advantage of Como too much.
Yeah.
You know, one of the other things that benefits Como is having something alongside it that threatens your opponent and makes them have to take switches more often. So that way you're more likely to get off that Clangorous Soul and get that, like, you just need that one turn of relief on it to really get it going.
Exactly.
But this extra drill has been fucking up.
It's just been, you know, a situation of, I think that Mike's in his own head. Also, he's been missing.
Well, he only missed one shit with Rock Slide. It's kind of
big. It was a big miss, though.
Yeah. That switch, eating out the last turn of the Tailwind, kind of sucks that we didn't have Protect here to eat out the last one of the Tailwind. Last turn of Tailwind. Because, yeah, that Bullet Seed's going to do huge damage to Primarina.
Didn't even have to call the move. He didn't even have to call the move, because that would have hit... Oh, if he had hit all of them, damn. but that would have hit the Excadrill for big damage too. So like, it didn't matter if he didn't get that, but then he just happened to switch in the Primarina, which was just like, that was awesome for Aris, obviously.
Yeah.
Now we've got a weakened Komao, but we've got the Follow Me user next to it, who also happens to be able to put like one Pokemon down per turn as well, if it wants to.
Yep. And Excadrill is about half, but now we're definitely outsped by the Komao still.
Good time to use our Terra, but do we want to waste our Terra here yet? Lots to think
If I'm
about.
Aris, I don't think I'm Terraing here because
no, I meant the Excadrill.
This oh, the Excadrill. Yeah, the Excadrill. I don't necessarily think that it's a good point for the Excadrill to Terra.
Because we know that he has a fighting move, though. Like, if he, you know.
But the problem is that you've already kind of lost half the health on the Excadrill, and Excadrill I don't think is mission critical to winning this game.
That's a good point.
Now the Terra isn't bad. It, especially if you're tearing to a type that is either neutral to or resists this Bullet Seed as well. But I think that that's kind of unlikely.
Yeah, I agree. See, Excadrill would have taken less damage from the last one. Does he get it? Yeah, that last one. Wide lens, baby. Yep. Even though it actually, I don't think wide lens affects Bullet Seed. That's actually just a roll. Unless you get, the dice, but the dice doesn't actually affect the Pop Bomb better, so it's a toss-up of how you want it to work. I think he made the right call with the wide lens, personally.
Oh, absolutely agreed. We're kind of a speed disadvantage on Mike's side. Because, this Komao at +1 is fast as hell, and
fast as fuck,
Mousehold already showed that it's also fast as fuck.
So I am going to have to go live at my job. We have 9 minutes left of my shift. And I'm probably going to get a call
5 minutes left of the game. So.
Yeah, so...
Do your thing. I'll take over for this for the...
Nope, no calls
the next
yet.
bit.
We're available, though.
Okay.
So I'll let you guys know when I get a call. We'll do the usual, and then I'll pause it between games if it comes to it. I doubt. Well, we'll see.
So we're taking all of our time here to really focus, because this is like a weird spot for the two Pokemon that Aris has out. But that crit.
Thank you for calling Flash Fiber. This is Ian speaking. How may I help you? Thank you for calling Flash Fiber. This is Ian speaking. How may I help you? Well, I am certainly sorry to hear that your service isn't working. I know how frustrating that can be myself, sir. What is your service address? You said that was in Clockville. Whose name is on the account? You said Run, do you think? For verifying that. Do you happen to have your account number for verification? Okay, we can always use the MAC address off the bottom of your router. I appreciate you grabbing that. I mean, even if we didn't get you verified, we'd troubleshoot there.
Let me know if you can hear me, boys. Let me know if you can hear me. see a good hit coming from the Como-O, dealing some great damage. Okay, thank God. And a pop for one! That's crazy. That is crazy. But thanks, Reese, for letting me know. And now we've got this Tyranitar boosted up by this coaching. But it might be a little bit too little too late, as we still do have the, I believe, full health fish with a choice scarf in the back. And yeah, that is full health. And that is probably going to be the thing that just guarantees this W here. Not really any way for these Pokemon to outspeed and beat this Pokemon. I think you'd have to hope for somehow Tyranitar just being missed entirely by an attack from the fish. We've still got the Terra available, and that's probably all she wrote.
Okay. All right.
But just a very good game showcasing how to come back from just being behind and just leveraging your Tailwind turns to generate an advantage in a game spot where you're behind. I mean, he was down 4-6 and still managed to bring it back. So never give up, no matter how far behind you are. And as we see that Make It Rain there to finish off the last of Mike's Pokemon. Just a good game to lead off the semifinals round.
Perfect. All right. Well, we might just have to.
It's a nice clean 2-0 to finish up game 1. And we'll begin game 2 in just a moment whenever Ian is done with his current call. But we do have someone who has just joined us.
Well, sir,
say hello to Brendan.
Hello, everyone.
Brendan is in here to prepare for his live match that will be happening after we finish going through Reese and Mike's games. But we'll probably have to make sure that everything works, because Brendan's capture card and his bad luck for this shit, and frankly, every time
as long as I'm not trying to record at
and
once.
we're back.
As long as I'm not trying to record and stream at the same time, it's fine.
Welcome everybody. It is me, your host, and thank you for picking up the slack. Sorry I muted you. I realized too late that I did myself and my headphones, so you weren't coming in. That was my bad.
No, thank Reese for noticing that I wasn't here.
Because you were probably killing it at the time. Now, hopefully,
I was talking the entire time. I was talking the whole damn time.
Hopefully, I get no more calls. Knock on wood before we get out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my clock to try to clock out. But no, we got so Reese took that first game. That was a really close game. I think that there was a lot of really good play back and forth there. And so I'm excited to see what we have in store left on this game, and if we go to that game 3, that ever elusive game 3. Let's see. Oh, my boss messaging me. Sorry. Blah blah blah. All right, so we are on the game 2. Now this looks like I think we should be good to go out of the gate. Actually, yeah. So basically out of the gate on this one, we don't have to start anywhere else. Brendan, again,
Wonderful.
Welcome. We'll go ahead and test your stuff in a second. You can actually throw up your stream. Why'd I say throw up? You can put your stream up, and I will try to do some stuff on the back end before, so we can try to test it smooth right in, and go from there. Now, this is a good game. I'm excited to see this. We got both weathers here. Now, that's a little bit of a leaning towards Arisa's side, especially if we have that Murkrow with another Rain Dance, because that could be big. Wind power plus tailwind plus hurricanes for free is crazy. I'm excited to see what's going on. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, 1, 2, 3, go. This is choice specs, little Waddy actually, so that's not gonna be Tailwind at all. But maybe the Murkrow could do Tailwind. Yeah, I could do Tailwind next to it. Yeah, it might still be fucking Tailwind.
I was gonna say, but I mean, if
He's
we're
got
gonna
two
bring
birds.
Murkrow, we're probably bringing Tailwind on it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that is one of its best usages. I mean, Prankster Tailwind is just absurdly broken.
Prankster Tailwind while being a dark type, like that little added bit of
Yeah.
being the dark type is so clutch because you can't
Being
be like
immune to Prankster Taunt.
yeah, prankster taunt. You're like, I'm the fucking top prankster, my guy. Like, Corvid counsel for days. I do feel like I wish Honchkrow was better.
I mean, they would have to give it Prankster, and then that Mon would be infinitely better.
Bro. That's what I'm fucking saying.
Because Super
bro.
Luck is funny, but
I mean,
boy,
Mandibuzz
is it not
better.
good.
Mandibuzz
Yeah.
is better than Honchkrow. Like, just is.
So we see the same lead out of Aris, the double birds. We see the Electabuzz coming back from Mike. Electabuzz just really well positioned into this lead for from Aris. Just good electric type turns out. Good into two birds. Who could have known?
Could potentially hit that static. Well, neither of these are physical, but whatever. Well, he might have foul play. Who knows?
Actually, this Murkrow has Brave Bird as its only attacking move.
It's gonna do some damage. It might not do a lot, but it's gonna do some.
And the exact opposite of what we saw in the first game with the latest Hell Terra, this game we've got a turn 1 Terra from Maurice.
Perfect. Love to see that. And we're out, guys. We just got the one call because we did the trick of taking a 15-minute break while we streamed.
Well, and speaking of out, so is that Sylveon. That
But
thing is fucking dead. And so is Murkrow.
He's probably spec'd that Electabuzz to be able to take out Eviolite Murkrow. He's like, I'm
shockingly
making sure.
not that hard to do. Shockingly not that hard to do. Electabuzz has really respectable stats.
That's the other thing I was just about to actually say, is that, like, Electabuzz and Magmar, like, were just stage 1s originally. Like, they were just one fucking Pokemon. They were basic stage, and they were good when they first came out. Like, obviously we got the Magmortar and the Electivire later on, and those were clutch. But, you know, when you're talking about the fact they didn't replace them, you know, especially when they gave them their shadow moves that they got from Gale of Darkness, which previously were only available to them by, like, either crazy cheating or just absolute batshit crazy, like, dedication of going through and fucking getting those Pokemon. God forbid you wanted a shiny one that knew Follow Me, which I figured out. And I got made for people. I fucking that was one of the first Pokemon that, like, actually, like, tested the boundaries of what I could do with genning, and that's when I really, like, I was like, I'm gonna fucking make perfect Pokemon.
The amount of, like, the amount that you hated making that first Electivire for me was so goddamn funny.
It was such a challenge in retrospect. Oh, wow. Live by one. Holy shit.
What, that is a crazy live on one.
And that's a roll, as we say. And I mean, we're gonna fucking, like, do a little, like a shirt, a t-shirt. That's a roll. Like, that's like a total commentary staple this year. But no, yeah, exactly what we were saying. Like, the game just didn't replace them. They were still good. And then I had to figure out how to do these Pokemon. So I had to, like, get the nature right. And then to, like, luckily hyper training was a thing at the time. So I had to, like, they had such a specific PID that had to be generated, Pokemon ID and a secret ID that had to be generated, and it had to match, back then, had to match their IVs in a very specific way. Like, it was down to, like, the number. Like, I don't know why they took it away if they don't like genning, because, like, the fact that the PID was tied to their IVs was in-fucking-sane. But no, we had a little calculator that existed. I was able to generate, it generates mad random ones, and then I had to find ones that had the preferred IVs. And that was annoying as fuck. And then I had to fucking import it, and then I had to hyper train them. It was crazy. But we figured it out.
You did do it.
And then they fucking made it an absolutely useless effort in this game. I remember producing, like, event Pokemon that had, like, unique IDs, like Chansey, Seismic Toss Chansey and stuff, like getting really into the genning portion, and just fucking, it didn't matter. Doesn't matter. That Shadow Ball lived with the, oh man, that's big. Is Tailwind's not up, is it?
Tailwind just went down.
Perfect.
So now both these Pokemon are going to be slower than this Excadrill.
Yeah, that's a good point, Aris, and I absolutely probably would have done the same thing. I'm famous for just being like, fuck it, like, whatever. You know, even though T-Tar might even have Protect, unless it used it last turn, I didn't see.
He just switched in the T-Tar last turn.
Yeah, if the T-Tar had Protect,
it would have been taking the EQ. What Aris is saying is he would have, instead of Swords Dancing on that turn, just flat out would have hit Earthquake.
Oh, on the last.
Because it's guaranteed it kills both.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Ooh. T-Tar is down, the rain is up. We never have to worry about the Sand Rush again unless he manually sets it.
Politoad's so fucking bulky, man. Also, the fact that Sand gets special defense boost and like Rain and Sun just get the attack boost, like, bullshit, man. Like, I want fucking stat boost. I don't care about damage boost as much.
I mean, you're kind of getting a stat boost. And it's not like Sand gives a damage boost to the types that it supports, so
I know.
You know.
The fact that the way that snow or hail used to work back in the day was actually bullshit. Like, when they changed it to snow and like changed its effect, that was a stroke of genius on their part. Like, how do we make ice types who suck so bad good?
Dude, I just wish they'd bring in Frostbite. Oh, I like that mechanic so much.
Yes, I thought Frostbite was way better than Frozen. Like, you could even uptick the amount that it happens. I don't care. Like, Frostbite made sense. It's the antithesis of Burn. It makes fucking sense. Make it special defense or special attack dropping. And you know what I mean? Like, now we're doing things that were like ice type Will-O-Wisps or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, because Freeze is just such an awful mechanic.
It's worse than Sleep, which is
Terrible
one of the worst mechanics. It's completely random in most cases. Fucking nothing can make it happen more. And it's totally random when you're going to thaw. And there's multiple moves that thaw you out automatically that are on, like, a shit ton of Pokemon. Especially when Scald was a thing. Freeze was basically useless.
That Weather Ball did a lot.
Weather Ball will do that. It's 100 base, like, once the rain or the sand is up. And, like, that's the cute thing about...
It always surprises me. You know, it's like one of those, like... I shouldn't be surprised that it does that much damage, because it's 100 base power, it's a water-type move, so it's boosted by the rain. But, like, that Chandelure, like, I expected it to, like, take, like... A little bit less, you know, like 70% or something. Not deep into the reds.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Now, that's my favorite move to have on my weather setter in Weather Wars in general, because, like, when you're playing against each other, it's like, I'll use your weather for me. Like, I don't care. Like, fuck yeah, man.
Our weather.
Yeah, and Politoad is just, like... You know, Pelipper is better because it has, like, Tailwind and it's flying type or whatever. I think I've always loved and I always have used Polytoad instead of that. That Polytoad is a fucking sneak tip tank. It's gonna eat some hits. I think this is actually the first time Maurice has gotten to even use Rain in general, let alone Polytoad. Mostly been relegated to my team and it's someone else's team typically.
And we've learned that you shouldn't trust him with it.
I mean, you shouldn't trust him with any good shit.
You know what? Next year, Reese, you're getting stuck with fucking you're getting stuck with Raticate, Linoon, Furret, the
Dude,
Barrel. You're just getting
you could give a Reese,
like you're getting Route 1 normal type HM slaves.
You could
and you're
give
still
Aris,
somehow gonna end up in fucking playoff finals or something.
You could give Aris 2 sticks and a rock, and this motherfucker would fucking 2 pseudo woodos and a fucking golem, and this motherfucker would make round 2 of playoffs easy. Easy. Enough. That's fine. Another late game Terra, unfortunately. Just happens. I don't know what to tell you guys.
But with that, Aris takes it 2-0 over Mike. And we have our first person in finals.
So Aris has made finals yet again. Now both of these players would have been a multiple-time finalist. They're also both former champions. So we had here in this instance the most championships playing against the current defending champion, as well as Battle of the Brothers, as well as like just 2 top players in general. Like amazing setup. And yes, Aris did have kind of like the Achilles heel of Mike in general on those turns, and they know each other very well. So like the matchup was lower, not giving excuses for Mike's loss. Aris played phenomenally. I do think in the matchup, I think Aris had the advantage. But other than that, we are going to lead into what we've been talking about all night, which is this Discord recording. Now, I actually didn't end up doing the thing that I said I would do, which was in the background setting up the thing. But guess what? We figured it out, and we are actually, I think we are good to go. Let me just... Okay, no.
You can make a. You can pop out the stream view, right?
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. More options. Wait, where is it? There it is.
Bottom right corner. Yeah.
Got it. That's gonna be the one we use.
Yeah, and just capture that.
Yeah, that's the better one.
Just capture that. It's so much easier.
Now, let's put this back in the frame. I think I did that last time. I just, we were supposed to test beforehand. And we didn't get a chance because somebody wanted to play Marvel Rivals.
Okay, look, I kind of took your messages as like you were busy.
Well, I was, but I was like, I was still planning on hitting the 10:30. Like I was fucking. I actually made Speakman wait for a little. I was like, well, Brendan might show up, and then he was like, no, he's still in Marvel Rivals. I was like, oh, okay, well, we're just gonna start then. But neither here nor there.
A lot more than I wanted to.
Hey man, Spider-Man will do that, right? Or Emma Frost, whatever. I don't know what the meta is. That's
actually what I was playing.
So here we go.
Bad character next.
Boom! We got a perfect capture here of the video. Get your mouse out of the shot. I don't know even how you did that. You should be streaming without mice. There is an option for that, but get your mouse out of the shot. Okay. All right, it's out.
I don't even know how to do that, but I don't also mess with anything. So
okay, so we're good. All right, now we have a perfect shot of this. However, the problem is that we don't fucking have any music because I don't know why, but Brendan can't stream sound. Jordan, are you here?
Hold on.
It should have
No,
it.
there's sound. You just have to turn up the Discord volume.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
All right, perfect. Hang on, let me.
Yeah, I tested it with these settings last night. I was like about to go out with Jordan. I was like, hey, I want to make sure this actually works.
All right, don't say anything. Hang on. For some reason, it's like cutting in and out on mine. Video settings. Do something. I don't know. It's not coming through on my side. It's not a big deal.
Whack. It's coming through perfectly on mine.
I can restart the stream.
I can like hear it in the background when you talk. I think it's coming through your mic for some reason. Not a big deal.
How?
I don't know.
Do you have the mute thing checked? Right click it again. Yeah, when he opens it up, right click it and see if mute's checked.
No, it's not. Stream volume at 100. It's fine. It's whatever. I will play background music. It's fine. I don't know why, because like every other, I know that it's working for you guys, so it's got to be something on my end. But like every other time I've watched streams, like I've heard the volume, and like I have the volume currently up at 200%. Let me see. You know what? Actually, hang on. I bet you it's something simple like output. But keep going anyway. You guys, Jordan, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, so
You got
talk
code?
about it, you guys. What happened? Like, how'd we get here? How'd we get here to this?
So I hit Jordan up at about 9:40. I'd gotten done making my mons. It was a bit of a hectic evening, so I was like, all right, a little bit late getting to it. So I hit him up at 9:45, and I'm like, all right, hey, I'm ready to go. And I'm waiting for him for like 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden, my internet just dies
Oh, jeez.
inexplicably out of nowhere. I'm like, what just happened? Like, where did it go? I come to find out the next day, a pine tree fell onto the line
Oh,
and took
jeez.
it out.
You know who knows about that type of shit? This
You-
fucking guy. This fucking guy, man.
I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, that
So,
shit happens
couldn't
all
do
the
it.
goddamn time.
Couldn't do it Friday night, couldn't do it yesterday, and then this morning I was like, I wonder if he'd be open to it.
Who do
Like-
you have for
Oh,
service
yeah.
that they came out on the weekend? Is what I want to know.
Verizon.
Okay, that makes a little bit of sense. So you guys got what, FiOS then?
I guess, I don't know. Kevin's the bill's in Kevin's name. I just sent him the money.
Fair enough. I figured out the audio thing. Got it figured. We got sound now. We're good to go. It was
Sick.
an output. It was an output thing.
Well, that's dope. That's exciting.
It's always an output thing. It's always an input output. It's something is not lined up properly. It's always so. You guys put the match off. We went to a live match. Now normally Jordan wouldn't do a live match. Turn me down. But I'm excited to see this. Jordan, as you know, I would appreciate if you would also record. You're both welcome to commentate. Jordan, since Brendan is streaming, you are not allowed to screen peek. I know that like we can't enforce that necessarily, but please don't, and I trust that you won't. But I have to say it.
I
Yeah.
actually think that they should both deafen, so that
Well, I'm
we
gonna
can
leave.
talk over the game as it
No, I'm gonna leave
occurs.
Discord
That's
'cause
what I was
I'm
getting
gonna
to
record-
right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave
Yeah.
because I'm gonna record my point of view, so I don't want to
Yeah.
have like,
Okay.
all the stuff,
Yeah,
so.
exactly. All the
I'll
audio. So, did
Yeah.
you want to say anything before you hopped out?
No, I mean, Brendan hit me this morning. Was like, "Yo, you want to do a live match?" I was like, "I mean, it's Sunday, why not? I mean, we're gonna be out and about a little bit today, and it kind of works out." So yeah. it's
All
fine.
right. Well, hit him with a code, and then you can hop out, and we'll start it up.
All right, Brendan. What's
Just
the code?
hop back in once the game is done.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I got you. That's fair. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me give me like 3 minutes. I want to make sure the kids are situated real quick.
Okay.
And then,
Just give
Go
him a
for it.
code though, so we can type it in.
All right, yeah. Just roll with code 21.
There we go. Let us
All right,
know
and
when
give
you're
me,
ready. Yeah, let us know. Just
I'll
give us a
come back
shout
down.
when you're ready, and
Yeah,
we'll get it all going. So we got
All right.
audio now. Brendan, when we start the match, like Speakman said, we will have you. I'm gonna turn that down actually because I put it at 200%. Apparently, it like mutes the volume a little bit when you go into code display. I don't know why, but
Yeah, it like lowers the volume
So
internally in the
weird.
game.
So fucking weird. But we're gonna have me and Speakman commentate over your match. So if you just want to mute yourself when that starts.
Yep.
I think we got.
You're gonna want to deafen
Yeah.
because.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear you guys talking about the
You're
match
right.
as I'm playing it.
Yeah, that's pressure that you don't necessarily need. Now, try being the one who's commentating while you're playing the game. Like, fuck, man.
That's what I'd like to do is like be able to like me not hear you guys, but you guys can still hear me.
So there is a way to do that, and there is. The only way to do that would be to absolutely just turn your fucking headphones down all the way and keep your mic on. Like, so that would be the way to do it. And that is possible. You can just mute. You can also mute us individually on the stream.
Oh, yeah.
And there's all kinds of different ways we could do that.
Yeah, I'll mute each of you.
So we can just hear you groan No, you're gonna fucking deafen yourself in this instance.
Oh, come on.
But in the future, all right, fine. Just don't be as long as you're not like Zach, where you just huff and puff. Like, no offense, Zach, I'm sorry, but like when he did the first live stream, it was like, first of all, he like stopped me from commentating because he was getting overwhelmed, and I understand it gets overwhelming. And then also like he wasn't giving anything to the stream at the time. He's been better about it in live matches in the later games, but that first one in season 2, that was rough. He wasn't prepared for that either.
Right.
I don't think anybody.
I got the Draco jersey on.
Oh.
All right, Brandon, I'm searching. 21.
All right. Here we go, guys.
And I'm hopping out of Discord. I'll pop back in after the match, though.
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you, man.
And actually, good luck, Brendan. Thank you. And what was I gonna say? Brendan, I'm gonna like message you in between battles if I need to. My first 2 teams are situated, but if I need to make any changes before a third game, if it gets to it, I'll message you. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
All right, bet. Okay.
First 2 teams are situated.
Good luck, dude.
Look at that.
See you guys.
See ya.
Good luck.
So, first 2 teams are locked in for Jordan. It doesn't matter what happens in the first game. He is not going to make an exception on that turn 2 team, which, you know, I respect and have also done in the past multiple times. I did that this last week. I like made a second team and I made alternates for it, and then I was like, no, just trust the process. And look where it got me.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
I'm just kidding. I could have played better. We counted the misplays.
No.
All right, Brendan. It's time for you to deafen.
Oh, so he wanted to commentate himself over the match.
Oh, okay.
Like his thought process.
So then he's got to mute us fuckers. Oh, God.
He already has, I think, and that's why he can't hear us. So, clear amulet. Okay, we're getting a preview of both his teams. I think he already set up both teams like previous players might do.
Let's see what we got.
Okay, here we go into thought process.
Oh, wow.
Hey, look at that muscle
This
reflex. Takes the screen cap.
What am I looking at?
I agree with that statement. What am I looking at? I don't mean that in a bad way. This is a really interesting team from Jordan.
So, I think what we're looking at here is a little bit of inspiration from our boy fucking Corey. I think that is Rain Dance Mandy Buzz.
I would not be surprised if it is. The
Either
minute
that
that
or
I
the
saw
Drift Bloom.
no Polytoad, I'm like, all right, I think that we might be manually setting up Rain. Of course, this could also just be adaptability.
And we don't even need Rain, actually, in this set. The only thing that Rain supports is protecting Scizor from fire moves and setting up Bascu Legion. So we don't even necessarily need Rain, especially considering the matchup. We might not want Rain, and that might be why he did this, because of the Palafin. We might not want to set the Rain.
Very interesting battle.
Actually, I think there's only one Pokemon on Brendan's team that could feasibly have a fire move, too.
Very interesting.
So, like...
There's not a real reason in this instance to set the Rain.
Yeah.
Also doing strats.
We're more afraid of the Scizor dying from 2 neutral hits from Palafin, I think.
So I'm going to take some notes. I'm going to talk about no Rain Team 1. And see, we'll at the end of the game, we'll like talk to them about some of our questions on their thought processes or whatever. So like, no Rain on Team 1. Did it have to do with blah, 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 you know? Unburden lead.
End in suffering.
I figured. Both special attackers. Dark type is going to be good against both of them, but also Dark type is weak to both of their other things that they can do.
Yeah.
Or not Dark type, but the fighting type. Well,
yeah.
You know, you get it. Dark type, whatever. You guys know.
Yeah. Definitely an interesting lead.
WAP just manually set up the big dog, big hero.
Big dog. Well, funny thing about that, that's not a dog.
It's a dolphin.
Hey,
A porpoise, if you will.
I think I like this. Oh, I love these names.
I want to find my porpoise in life, you know? Haha. So, Brendan's team is just asking Jordan to please end his suffering.
Here we go, Will-O-Wisp. Can't really... That was huge.
Yeah.
And the dazzling beam.
Into the dazzling. Oh my god. We've just invalidated this strategy here.
And there's no knockoff extra damage because we set the fucking seeds. I don't even know if Brendan's considering that. That was just his best dark stab. We have big Polly to end my suffering this season. Okay, so he's like literally asking for it. End please my suffering this season. End please. Fucking okay, bro. If I'm Brendan, I get being fatigued, right? But like Aris is at the end again. You know, Aris is at the end.
Back.
We could get the fucking run back. I want the dub if I'm Brendan.
I'd be hungry for it, you know? Finally a chance to win a season again.
Yeah. And not just that, but the clapback with the Palafin on the team. A lot of his team is similar to what it was that season that he played Aris. Like, he gets the clapback.
Yup.
I want it if I'm Brendan. I want it. So, I mean, I know he's fatigued, though. Alright, we got the acrobatics. We're going air. Is that flying type or normal type?
That's normal.
So he can be immune to ghost? Oh, don't forget your Terrestrial. Oh.
Well, he unclicked the Terra.
I know what I'm saying, but he might not have meant to. He might still intend to Terra. Okay, he remembered. Okay.
I'll do it anyways. Why not?
Because it's not great, but yeah.
Let's keep at it.
We have a sunny day on Brendan's team.
Are we staying?
You don't. I don't think it does switches before Terra. I'm not sure.
It switches before Terra.
Okay.
It did in the Aris game.
Okay. I was paying very little attention to those games, as the people might have noticed. Hey!
Go.
I mean, acrobatics was gonna hit hard.
Too much.
Yeah, I mean, I was expecting that to die.
So what's the normal type for, you think?
You know, that's an interesting question.
I would have chosen dark type, personally.
Yeah. Well, see, I wouldn't have gone dark type.
Ooh.
As much as dark type is like interesting, it still leaves you weak to fairy, which the psychic types on his team all know fairy moves.
And those are
So,
also
like,
big against the rest of Brendan's team too.
Yeah. So like I do like the idea of not having a type that is weak to fairy as your
I don't know.
your Terra type in this matchup.
I don't know what we do here.
This feels a little bit awkward.
Yeah, we want to hit the Mandibuzz.
Whoa,
Leaving that
whoa. We don't have a water move.
Leaving that Mandibuzz up is huge. You gotta kill that Mandibuzz, especially with foul play against your fucking dolphin.
Oh no!
Make sure I confirm on that.
Oh, that's rough. Oh, that's really rough.
Protect! Don't do it!
That's probably safe.
Protect! Okay. Come on, RNG gods. I'm just kidding. I'm kind of rooting for Jordan, actually. But if I'm Brendan, I want it, right?
Kill
Like,
winning or
yeah.
playing.
I'm shocked we don't have a water move. That does nothing.
Oh, God,
I know, and it doesn't. That's why I fucking meant to say, like, hit that motherfucker. That Mandibuzz is a
Why
problem.
don't we
It
have a
stole the
water
game.
move?
Great question.
If we had like liquidation or wave crash, this wouldn't be as big of an issue, because bulk up plus a water move is a 2-hit KO.
He wants to end his suffering.
That is not leftovers on Mandibuzz.
Moxie.
Interesting.
Dude, the Mandibuzz needs to die.
Okay, we've got Dire Claw on the Mandibuzz.
Please put it to sleep. I'm sorry, I'm getting like trauma flashbacks from my Mandibuzz. Like,
Mandibuzz is just a lot. Oh yeah, blocking last respects is a really good reason to go.
he has a
Paranormal on
huge
that.
amount of physical offense on the rest of his team. If he does not remove the Mandibuzz, okay,
Oh,
okay,
that's
it's
sick.
kind of good.
Paralysis is big.
I love this
Paralysis
move.
is big. With
Earthquake.
EQ, it'll probably kill the Sneasler here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Season goes down. Is that a foreshadowing? We'll find out next time on PLCZ.
Yeah, it's not good.
Not enough.
And because we don't have a water move, we're not
That's a good
we're not
one.
one-shotting the
Quick.
Crocodile. So now the Crocodile's faster than us and at +1.
Oh, yeah, that's
But we do have Protect, and this should be the last turn of Tailwind.
This was the second turn of Tailwind.
I mean, the next turn
Just now.
should be the
No,
last
there's
turn.
there's 2 turns of Tailwind left.
Oh shit!
This was the first attacking turn of Tailwind.
Fuck. Okay. So Protect though, we can counter Tailwind. Okay.
We can.
I gotta go for this.
He has to. He's right.
I need to get lucky here.
The fucking nail biting here. I like
Really
that he's
lucky
in the
here.
game still, even though he's streaming. Like normally, pressure would get the average player, especially because
Yeah.
he's fatigued.
Still pull it back though.
Yes, you can. Very well done, Brendan.
God, I feel like this game would be so much closer if we had a water move on this.
Would be.
Okay.
See, his physical offense here
Oh,
is
no.
the problem. That's not
Oh,
going to
oh,
do
no.
enough damage. It's not going to do enough. He's thinking he might flinch, though. Yes!
That's big. That's big.
Did he target right? He did not. He did not. We're in it now.
Scope of the game.
Yes, Stone Axe, do it. Yes. Yes. Yes, dude. Yeah. No. He can't hear us, mind you, folks, by the way.
Oh God. Ugh. Ah. What are these
You
moves?
fucking
What are
hit
these
that move,
moves?
you cocksucker. All right.
What
Here
are
we go.
these fucking moves?
Alright. Come on.
So we need this to.
I need
We
some
need
fucking
this
magic
to
here.
Crit.
para.
Come on.
We need it to
people,
para.
are you
Even a crit, I don't
check?
think kills it.
It misses.
And we miss.
Okay,
oh, no,
no.
we got it. Okay.
Oh,
Whoa,
yes!
okay.
Yes!
That's huge.
That's fucking
That is
game.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's fucking
Yes!
game right there. I think that's game.
It depends on what the Basket Legion set is.
Oh my god.
Because if it's a Scarf set, then there's still a chance. Because you have to remember,
Okay.
Jordan still has his Terra.
And oh shit, he's got the Scizor.
Yep, and we still got the Scizor.
We gotta kill that
now
fucking.
we have
Oh,
the
and we don't
throat
have any
chop.
fucking. We are only fighting moves. We have only fighting moves.
Nope, he's got Throat Chop.
Okay, all right. Okay. All right, we're gonna try to turn off the bullet punches.
Which is smart.
It's the only thing he can do right here. He has to try to Oko if he can, and turn off the BPs, and then try to get the Cleavor in on the top back end to fucking hit that Scizor and kill it before the Tailwind goes down. That's the only options he has.
Gotta watch my bets on this dolphin.
No, he
Bro,
really
what
is, and he.
What is his fucking moveset on the Ndidi?
If he
Oh my
kills with the
God.
throat chop, he could potentially get it. with the Drain Punch into the Scizor slot. But then, I mean, he can't kill it, but he can do big damage and then set up the Cleavor to handle things in the back end.
We'll have to see if we get a Terra here. No Terra!
Oh my
Turn
God.
it off! Turned it off!
Oh
We
my
forgot
God.
that it was a thing! Oh! This is it! That is game.
That's... Wow.
That is game, and this is a
That's
choice banded
disastrous.
fucking Scizor, I guarantees you. Heal pulse yourself. Fuck it! Alright, whatever, you don't have to, but I would have heal pulsed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's choice banded.
Yep, it's
He's choice banded.
Yep, that's
This is
game.
fucking
Oh,
game.
no.
This is fucking game.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Bulk up, baby. Go on. Go ahead and swap out, bro. Heal pulse. I don't know. Yeah,
that's
swap out.
brutal.
Swap out back into the Scizor.
Brutal.
Swap out back into the fucking Cleavor. All right, whatever. I guess just double attack.
Yeah, we're just going for game here. Like, why not? He's got another 3 turns
so
of suffering to
unfortunate.
deal with.
That's it. That's game.
Like, it's just faster
Oh my
to just
God.
apply pressure from here than it is
That
to
was
switch
such a
and,
good
like...
If I think
Just-
that Jordan forgot that he had Indeedee in the back.
Please end. Oh my God! Of course.
Brendan White.
That's a
Why
roll.
is Brendan upset about it living on 1? It can't do any damage. You know it can't. And that is game.
Way to go,
That
Done
Brendan.
in
That
by
was
his own
that
choice
was
band.
that was perfect play, and it relied on Rockslide not getting a flinch at the end there.
Yep.
That was really good play by Brendan in that game, and honestly, he did everything he had to fucking secure the dub, because he fucking honestly didn't have it at first. Take your fucking mouse. What are you even touching your mouse for, bro? Like, you're fucking on the Switch, bro. Like, get your mouse off the screen. Holy shit.
He's just crashing out over this fucking mouse. Oh my God.
All right, Jordan backed out. It looks like he's gonna sub in on Team 2.
Oh my God. Ian, do you wanna hide Brendan's stream while we're between games?
Yes, actually, I will do that. So, Brendan, he's probably not watching. Don't do anything yet, you fuck! All right, there, it's off.
There we go.
You guys can still hear it, but you know what we'll even do? We'll do this. Standings, is it? No, it's playoff rounds. Boop. Go figure.
That's an old.
I know, right? And they're both on there.
Yeah,
There was
that was a really good game.
That was
That
very
was a
well.
really good game.
I do like what I saw. And despite having the team that says, please end my suffering, you can tell that Brendan put like all his thought into that game. He did not hold back on like just wanting to lose, because he could have easily just thrown the game about midway through
100%.
there. But he fucking fought for it. So that's I appreciate that.
Hold
And
up.
honestly, now I'm kind of like,
Nope.
let me get that a Reese Brendan fucking run back. I don't, you know what I mean? Like,
Not happening.
Exactly.
and now I'm kind of on the Reese Brendan run back train. I was a little bit, obviously I was always Team J. That's who I wanted to win. And if not him, me.
Yeah.
But then, that didn't work out. Pipe dreams, baby. Round 2 fucking ended that. But now I could go for and Aris, again, I said it the other week. This is no offense to you. I could go for either Jordan or Brendan. I do not want you to win a 6th fucking championship in the middle of. That would be 6, right? Or it would be 5? It would be 5. It would be 5 championships. I don't want you to have won half the championships for the season. I think that it's bad optics, and I would prefer somebody else to win. But that's no offense to you. If you win, obviously, I have a fantastic trophy for you already planned. But we'll see who wins. I had this trophy planned already. I was like, I don't care who wins next season. This is gonna be the trophy because I don't have time to do like full custom jobs anymore. If it's your first season winning, you might get a full custom trophy painted and all that. I mean, I will paint them either way, but like custom wise, like the last custom one I did was for Zach and for Jordan. I did the Lapras kit, which I thought turned out really well for Jordan, and then I did a custom God Gundam for Zach that I actually loved. I made like custom weapons for it and shit. I was actually kind of mad that I had to give it to him.
Why do I gotta keep deciding?
It was probably my best work.
It's not fair.
Tragic. Just tragic. Looks
And
like
I guarantee
they
you
are
it's sitting
about
on
to
top of
begin
a
the game here
fucking
in a
Coke
second.
Zero. It's sitting on top
Oh,
of a Coke
100%.
Zero fucking case in his man cave.
See, if I ever win a trophy, I'm putting it up on a shelf, right next to all my other weeb shit that I have right above my my monitors.
Tunes. Got
So
it.
that way I can just have my weeb shelves.
Yeah. No, you know, having a trophy, and that's one of the reasons that,
Well,
like,
no,
honestly,
it's
you know, there's a lot of fanfare in the PLC. There's the stream. There's like a lot of factors that might lead one to playing the season. But I think that having an actual trophy at the end of and this is the reason I do this every year. Like, I don't necessarily have to fucking spend money on an expensive model kit and then paint it with expensive paints. I do it every year because I feel like it makes
Alright, Jordan, let's
it
switch it
worth
up.
it for who wins. Yeah, it's nice to be like, you won, you beat everybody else, right? But like, to have that monument to your victory, even if it's just a shitty model kit or a painted one by me, you know, like, Aris has some of the really cool ones too. I made the first one I made for him. I did a lot of custom work on that one. I made like a whole weapon for it. Like, I put a lot of love into these ones when I make them. The last two kits, I'm not gonna lie, I phoned in a little bit. We're not counting them out, buddy. Now we got the rain team. He's going full rain.
Ooh, much more interesting leads here. We've got full rain versus, well, Indeedee plus hazards, and it's still the same fucking Indeedee except from case 1.
Why are you following me on the first turn? Like, Last Respects is not gonna OHKO anything.
It's not about last respects. He's trying to
It's
get
just
up
about
either
setting up that
Tailwind or the
Stone
Stone
X?
X. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Because he's in front of 2 water types. As long as he survives the Weather Ball plus Wave Crash or Weather Ball plus yeah, actually no, this is the physical one, so it would be probably Weather Ball plus Wave Crash. If the Indeedee survives that combination,
Okay.
we're golden. Plus we've gotten our whatever the hell this thing is to do what it needed to do. Liquidation gets it down to 2 HP, but that means it
that
does
sucks.
survive.
Not really.
He
That's
eats.
citrus
He
berry.
eats. He eats.
That's
It's just a
crazy
citrus.
damage.
Just a
But
citrus.
yeah, I mean, look,
Okay,
yeah,
sick.
it's just a citrus, but it's enough to make it so that we don't
And he
take
goes for
any
the
damage
hypnosis,
turn 1.
and it
it
avoids.
misses.
Oh my god.
Why? Why you keep going there? Were you living and dying off of hypnosis?
Dog.
I mean, it worked on me, you know, whatever, I guess, but like, living and dying off hypnosis just feels so bad.
Yeah.
And he's doing it naked, mind
Praying
you,
that the
because if you
Bastion
guys,
Legion isn't gonna Terra.
if this is
I
the
don't like
same, if this is the same fucking Polytoad that he's been using, he's doing it raw. He's not like putting scope lens on it or anything. He's fucking hitting naked hypnosises.
Also, typical of Jordan.
Yeah, that's
Hypnosis strats.
Yep. Now these two played earlier in the
If we're taking this
season,
long to
and both
hypnosis
of
me
them
again, I
decided
swear
to
I'm
not
losing, man.
bring Indeedee. Oh, we didn't Terra. Okay.
Wow.
I'm shocked.
liquidation killed. Boom.
It took that. That's
I'm not surprised that it lived. I'm surprised that the Basket Legion lived. That's crazy. So that means a lot of Pokemon are dying this fucking turn.
Yeah, I think we're probably gonna get the kill on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting the
Yeah.
kill on that NDD too. So that's a
we've still got
2-1.
2 turns left of Tailwind up on Brendan's side. We are currently tied in terms of actual Pokemon. We gotta get this Palafin out.
We're down on. Yeah, we got to get the Palafin out. That has to come out. That has to come out.
Yeah.
I left.
We're
and
down
juiced.
on Pokemon, but that.
He doesn't even have Flip Turn on it.
Yo, Jay out here trying to get Jordan all hyped up. Jordan ain't reading.
If he's smart, he's not reading that shit because that
Yeah.
would fucking get you
I
distracted.
would read this shit. Yeah.
That would
Fuck
get
that.
you distracted, bro.
Doing the same shit.
Shut up, you sweats.
Yeah, we could pull in Belly Bolt here, yeah.
So,
Also, predictable switch though is the other thing. I would, if I was his opponent, I would be thinking of a U-turn though, or sorry, flip turn. But
I'm
you know,
shocked
the
we don't have
manual
flip
switch.
turn on this.
I'm takes it pretty well.
Brendan's
One
really
water
confusing
move.
with these Palafins.
You're switching to Krookodile.
One water move changed the whole game.
He's bringing the exact opposite of like OU Palafin from like when it fucking came out, which was choice band 4 water
go
moves
for it.
or Mystic Water 4 water moves, which is very funny.
And pretty good too.
Good enough to get banned.
Alright, let's go for the power play.
It was a really awful time in singles. Gen 9 singles might be the worst format I've ever played, and I played Gen 5 Weather Wars.
Jesus Christ.
Gen 9 OU was like every week something got banned.
Wow.
Survived. I kind of predicted that. The tailwind counter.
Being bulky.
Do we have one turn left on Brendan's side? Hypnosis goes off.
Oh,
Because
and
why
we're
wouldn't
now
it? Because why
napping.
wouldn't it? Because he gets the. Because it's fucking Jordan, my guy.
Yep.
Raw fucking tailwind. Love to see you.
But if I'm Brendan, I'm giving up on this the Sneasler here.
Yeah, leave it out to
you
die.
just- like, it doesn't make sense to sacrifice other
Gotta
things
go
to
for
try
it.
and keep this thing alive.
Unfortunate.
And maybe he
Um,
doesn't target it and it survives and then it wakes
I
up.
mean, you
a
knew it
turn
was going to
later.
sleep for a turn no matter what.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
maybe
We're
he just
hoping for like
discounts
a
it.
next turn wake up.
That's exactly what we're hoping for.
Yikes.
That accuracy
Alright,
drop is
alright,
brutal.
we're cooking. We're cooking.
Electroweb does big damage thanks to being hit.
Electromorphosis is a great ability, especially for Belly
Dude,
Bolt stats.
Belly Bolt is such a cool Pokemon. Really, really was just like one of my favorite Pokemon this season.
Alright, so we're gonna be running out over here.
Like-
Every
just-
gen has one of those like obscure kind of wacky Pokemon that I love. Its eyes. I hated when they pointed out its eyes. Like,
Thing
fuck you
up.
guys. You couldn't let us believe that the eyes were on the side of the head.
Okay. So, okay, well, that's rough.
We don't survive the muddy water. We do survive
We
the
do
muddy
survive
water.
the
That was
Muddy
gonna
water.
be sick.
But a second
Accuracy loss,
accuracy
though.
drop. Ugh.
Thunder.
The toad is dead.
Yes, it went off.
Brendan loving himself.
And now
right
we
now.
can
that's
never
glorious.
click that move again.
Alright, so probably gonna wake up this term.
It's a 50-50.
Do we throat chop the Indeedee or do we acrobatics
Okay. So it's
the
not good
other
still.
spot?
I probably double protect here.
Oh, right, because of Tailwind.
Yep.
He's not thinking. He is not
this
thinking.
Just like
I
yeah.
gotta hope. I gotta hope that I don't
He
get
forgot.
slugged
He
here.
forgot Tailwind.
Oh.
That's fine.
Holy
we're
shit!
actually, that's huge for Brendan.
Okay.
And we
Unfortunate.
have
Oh
one
my
more turn to
God.
sleep. Okay, so we're guaranteed to wake up
Predictable,
next
but
turn
unfortunate.
if we live. Okay, so it didn't matter.
If he woke up that turn, that
Yeah,
would have
so
been
it's
big.
quite bad.
Yeah. That's why I would have protected there.
The
That would have been a
Electromorphosis
big
protect.
protect turn.
Oh yeah.
Now Tailwind's gone.
That's when you check the
Even on
turns.
speed. Yeah.
You gotta check the turns sometimes.
Yep.
Or if you're not a robot like Speakman that counts it automatically.
Dog, even I check Tailwind turns constantly.
You got to.
Oh boy.
I am always terrified.
We did
That I'm
not
going to
say
mess up
that,
my
Joe.
turns.
We did not say that, Jay. What the fuck?
What is this?
That's
Put
in
the
reference
words
to
in our
this,
mouth.
the SB
Whoa,
for the
wait a
white
Barry
minute, wait a minute.
incident.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. This man acts like we would talk up
They're
Zach.
dark.
Do you
I know, right?
who we
Okay.
are?
Zach complained that I consistently talked shit about him this year, actually. Freeze? No?
Oh my god.
My
Oh
God.
no. No, it might get undone. There ain't no way.
Yep.
Insane.
We thought it back out.
Get your fucking
Dog,
mouse
that's
off the
crazy.
screen!
That's crazy.
Get your fucking mouse
That's
off the
insane.
screen!
Not that it mattered.
Jordan Pro plays.
I am so cooked. Wow.
Mandiba's not protected by the second train. If you had Jet Punch, now would be the time to use it. Do you have Jet Punch? He's not going to win. He lost this.
He has Jet Punch.
He's not going to think
He's
about
not gonna
it.
click it.
I'm just.
Oh,
laying
idiot.
out.
Tragic.
All
You
right,
can tell when
taking
someone
in
hasn't been
notes.
watching the stream.
Game 2,
Yeah.
Jet Punch.
Oh, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. It didn't matter.
He would have still outsped the Ndidi because he would have killed. I mean, yeah, but score. I guess it
Yeah, he
doesn't
would've
matter.
died. Yeah. Score doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
And with that, we are
Yeah.
going to a game 3.
No, we didn't, Jay.
Jay just out here saying shit.
That was a fantastic game too, especially by Jordan. That was a 4-0.
Yeah, Jordan played out of his fucking mind in that game. Just played perfectly at every single moment, I think.
And I think that's. Oh, hang on! Don't do anything. Discord away.
Might go better if we could have gotten in sooner.
There we go.
Here we go.
Also, I updated the
This
sheet
has
to
felt
include
honestly not great.
the
scores.
outcomes from a recent Mike's game. Yep.
Okay, I will
And I
get
will do
ready
that.
to steal that as soon as the equation is done here.
Yep.
So we're just gonna do.
Damn, what a tragic like that was such a well played game by Jordan. I was confused by him not tearing the fish on turn 1, but it worked out in his favor.
Does this motherfucker have Armor Rouge and Cerule Edge on the same team?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
What the fuck? Who the fuck approved that
Yeah.
shit? Players with their trades.
Dog,
You guys,
the
you gotta-
shit that-
You got to be
shit
smart
that
about your
Apple
trades.
this year.
Like,
Actually, I think he got that. No, he got the second Saraledge by Brian dying, if I'm not mistaken.
that might make
Yeah.
sense to me.
Yeah, he got Brian's corpses one.
Still. Didn't he get the Armor Rouge in a trade?
No, he drafted the Armor Rouge.
Hmm. Okay, we'll give him that.
I think.
We had a lot of things that we learned from the double list this year.
Yeah.
One being Ndidi. I don't think we do that at least the same way next time.
Oh, fuck that. Yeah.
But you know, what the fuck? We did not say that.
There we go.
I'm actually kind of, if I'm being honest, I'm leaning Jordan in game 3. I always thought he had a better team, ultimately. And just watching the play from game 1 into game 2, I can tell that he's really thinking about it. And like when Jordan locks in, like he does the calcs, man. Like he puts the numbers up. And he really, like, shit, I see him on the sheet right now. This motherfucker's probably looking at Brendan's team, like, and doing calcs. Like, that's real shit. Right now,
I don't have this.
I'm not going to give anything away, but what Brendan is doing is ostensibly just, like, spitballing. It seems like he's just, like, what moves are available on this Pokemon, and can I throw it on there?
Bro, I'm watching what Brendan is doing right now. There's one thing that I need him to do before I take what he's doing seriously. And I will message you that, Ian.
Okay,
I don't wanna
we'll have
spoil
it.
it
We'll have
for
it
our-
on the back burner for later on, and we'll put it in the notes for the talking points.
Oh, no.
We got that jet punch on the end. I guess that doesn't really matter. Again, the jet punch didn't matter, but
Like
I still would have done it.
Yeah. It sucks because we didn't ever really get a chance to set up in a power position with the Pokemon that should have been able to carry. By the time we got Ceruledge and Palafin in, we're staring down an expanding force user
Who Terra
and
Dark,
Tailwind us up.
and he
Yeah.
Terra Darked there to hit the Terra Blast Dark on the Cerule Edge,
Actually, what I'm doing.
which was game defining in that.
Be that one.
Also, we thawed out the Mandibuzz, which is not a huge deal, ultimately, but enough, like, that Ceaseless Edge might have OHKO'd the Ndidi potentially. After he took the stone damage and whatever other damage I think he had taken at the time. He could have Ceaseless Edged the Ndidi, killed it, not thawed the bird. The bird would have been frozen for at least that turn, and then what happens? You know, do we win? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily think that Brendan had a great line there no matter what. He did make the play to try and invalidate, to remove the bird so that Tailwind wouldn't go up, which was, I think, a good, correct decision. But he also just kind of ignored the fact that Ndidi with Expanding Force is sitting there and can kill anything.
Yeah. Remember from earlier in the season when a couple players slept on Expanding Force?
Yep.
That was gravely detrimental.
Oh, I remember what happens when a player just ignores Expanding Force.
Mm-hmm.
Just,
I'm
just
sure
remember.
you do.
I went Ndidi and Espeon, and the game was over in 4 turns.
Mm-hmm.
And I hated that.
Come on, Jordan. Come
Espeon is fast.
Come on, hurry up.
No, come on, hurry up me right now.
Yes.
He's saying Jordan.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, we're in game 3 of semifinals
Got
right now.
all
Like,
3 times, and that's tough.
These
Let
games
him
have actually
fucking-
been going pretty quick, honestly.
let him take his time.
I think he was only saying that because they were trying to connect.
I actually said, Jay, that I was leaning Jordan.
Alright. see who we get this time.
All right.
Same team.
I
If
don't
you
think
wanna
it's the
switch
same
back to
exact
the,
team. Yeah, I'm getting it up
back to the
right
view.
now.
Yep, okay.
I don't think it's the same exact team.
I also think it's probably not the same exact team. It's the same Pokemon, but it's not the same things. Thing to note, I watched this man do his team. I do not think he did what I wanted him to do, which is change this fucking Indeedee set.
Oh, you're not privy to this. You might be privy to it. The grapevine is vast. You may have seen my post just now to Jay.
Jesus Christ.
Have you seen the picture?
Let's do it.
No, I don't think I have.
Okay, let me
Good luck,
send
Jordan.
that to you.
Let's do it.
This was on Facebook. It's in the mod chat here. This was on Facebook, posted live.
I think probably, very likely.
Jesus
I said,
Christ.
this motherfucker looks like he's like, bring me the Batman by midnight or the mayor dies.
Yep.
Don't even try to solve my riddles.
So we see the same aggressive lead from Jordan. Now this time we've got Fish plus Mega Man.
I did make a sticker, but it's exclusive to me.
Okay.
It's on the Murasame Media page. If you remember, you
Oh, good. I didn't leave that yet. Okay, good. Which it's not because I was gonna intentionally leave it. I've been cleaning up my Discord.
Oh, there's not shit
because I
going on
realized
there.
As it always is.
Yeah, I'm in like
So
50 Discords
unsatisfying
that
to
I
play.
literally don't look at. I literally just use them for emotes and weeb shit. So I just didn't.
The only
I
reason
needed to clean them up. I needed to clean it up. I cleaned up everything like last week.
Damn.
Oh, liquidation, big, huge.
Ooh.
Damn. I lost
The only reason I have not deleted that Discord is because, you know, in case I ever did do something on the side or whatever that was PLC, I wanted to be able to have that community page already set up and also be able to stream from it if it happened that way. But as of right now, like, the PLC page is the main page. It's the only, or Discord rather. It's the only one to really fucking interact with.
So Brendan in a much worse position than he was in game one. This is very unfortunate comparatively.
That's the same lead that Jay led last game too, or Jordan rather.
Yep.
If I can take it.
Last time, Brendan had the Indeedee plus Cleavor lead. This time he did
Please don't do Water Terra.
just a substantially worse lead. Indeedee's dead. We don't have Tailwind up.
Normal
We got
type
no
Terra.
damage off on turn one.
Okay.
Normal Terra.
It's good. That's a good normal Terra here.
Where are we going with it?
Double Terra turn, huh? That's pretty baller.
Terra Fairy.
Not gonna
That's
lie.
pretty baller. Fucking white kid.
Does not survive.
Oh my
That's-
god,
that's
that
game
is
so
over.
unfortunate.
That's huge.
That's game
I think I
over.
lose off that.
Jordan goes to fucking finals. Hit the hypnosis.
No
Yeah.
shot,
Oh
dude.
my god.
Raw.
Oh.
Outplayed. Outplayed. You can unmute now, Brendan. You can fucking listen to the rest of it.
I call hacks.
It's fucking game. That's a better player. Fucking-
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that is just
I call
that
hacks,
is quite
dude.
literally skill diff. I mean,
Sorry.
Here's
the game
here's my,
chose somebody else.
I do not know why Brendan did not bring a Focus Sash Mon into Basket Legion raid.
Doesn't make sense.
That astounds me because Basket Legion is really fucking good, especially this Basket Legion at single target damage.
Wow.
So having a Focus Sash
3 turns
Pokemon
left to rain,
is
huh?
so good into it
That's
because it's very
unfortunate. I'm
unlikely that you're
screwed.
going to just die in that slot. It gives you just that chance to get damage back onto it and breathe a little bit. And it's the same exact Drifblim bring in after the Basket Legion.
That was
Which-
unfortunate.
Why
this
not?
is just Jordan just running a clinic on him at this point.
Yeah, no, this is fucking. Oh,
No shot.
no shot is
But
right.
Oh, this is. Ooh, this is gonna be painful. This is gonna be painful. So
Oh.
invalidate the Drain Punch.
And
But
he's
still
asleep.
I mean,
Hi.
that is.
This is a perfect game. Brendan, you've lost to a better player. He had it together for this one. This is fucking... I'm sorry. You
Yeah,
wanted to
this
go.
is-
He fucking sent you home.
Kinda screwed.
Yep. Bye. Doesn't
We
matter.
lived.
Doesn't matter.
We lived.
Like,
That actually does
sleep
matter a
killed
lot.
me.
Sleep. You're asleep.
Ice Punch.
Yep.
Wow.
Spanning Force is over.
Game over.
That's the game.
Again.
It's over.
Hello,
Polytoad,
sleep.
clean, fucking
Very
naked,
organic.
fucking raw, fucking hypnosises. Yeah, protect, yeah.
See if I can stall it out.
Do what you can. You know?
Well, so I think this is actually the last turn of the Psychic terrain.
It should
Because
be.
Brendan set the Psychic terrain.
It should be, and he was aware of that.
Yep.
Oh dear.
I wouldn't be surprised if Indeedee switches out here.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, is the game still on?
Oh, Indeedee stays in. Interesting.
He got greedy.
Yep.
And here we go. Is this a fucking turnaround? Is Brendan about to fucking reverse fate?
Oh dear. I
Well,
still
so
don't
here's
see a
the
way out of
problem.
this.
We're gonna lose something this turn. Or this next turn. We can maximize what we're doing by jet punching the
Oh, that's big.
Drifblim.
He didn't even know it was going
That's
down.
huge, actually.
He didn't even
He
know it
didn't.
was going down. This motherfucker didn't even know it was going down.
Guys.
Risk the thunder. Fuck it.
Yeah, honestly, I expect the Polytoad might come back in.
Yeah. You already could have jet punched last turn, but expanding force would have
Really
killed you.
advantage that.
Yeah, it was the correct move for him to protect instead of jet punching it. Okay, so we've got one
That's
Pokemon down.
Go.
It's a Dazzling. We already knew we were going to lose the...
Electromorphosis Raw Thunder.
Come on, Thunder, kill it.
Respond to the
That'd be
hypnosis with a Raw Thunder. And he has Life Orb. Raw Thunder.
That's
Wow,
big.
that's sick.
That's big.
That's huge. That's huge.
Okay.
Maybe we
so
counted him out a little too early.
we still have to deal with
Not
this.
totally out of it,
This Basket
but still
Legion in the
mostly
back.
out of it. Good.
And the Polytoad who's going to set Rain back up.
Yep. And we still have one more turn of Tailwind.
Which
If I'm not
is
mistaken.
just insult to injury. We need to set up Tailwind here. Somehow surviving.
And
Okay.
that combo is just disastrous for at least this combination of Pokemon.
Where'd we go? Do we Chilling Water?
I would protect.
Dude,
Let's take a swing.
he's throwing.
Yeah, that's. I mean, he's not throwing. He's not taking the time
See if I
to
can
think
pull-
through this
See if I
turn.
can just big unga bunga.
The
power
pressure
movement
is-
out of
the
game.
pressure is-
He's,
big.
he's talking through it. He just said, "Let's see if I can big unga bunga
Sure.
my way through this."
Oh wow!
Nope. You sure can't.
I got outsped by Amanda Buzz.
You're under Tailwind.
Tailwind was up! Raw Thunder again. Not enough, but good.
Wow.
Para? No para. Okay.
Tailwind goes down.
That's crazy.
And it is
What do you think it's
leftovers
crazy?
this
It's under
time.
Tailwind!
Oh.
Ah!
Dude, I just love that. Oh.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Like, it's not 100% over, but it's pretty over here.
It's mostly over.
Yeah.
That's your only shot. I mean, foul play still probably kills you if you don't have focus sash on.
He doesn't have a sash on it.
Good turn.
That Cerule edge is not known to be.
That's still gonna suck.
Yeah, it's gonna more than suck,
Yeah,
buddy.
Yep.
Now, if you can hit this fucking thunder, no, it's over. Sorry, he has tailwind. He has rain and Basque Legion in the back of this game.
And we missed
Yeah.
the thunder, yeah.
This game.
Couldn't get 3, unfortunately.
Well played, actually. I like the comeback there. There were some things he could have done to maybe make it a little bit closer, or even
good
possibly have
series,
turned it
Jordan.
around. But
Good series.
hell of a series, just like the opponent himself said. You love to see it. Yeah, I mean, do what you can, right?
Yeah.
It's just like card games. It's a do what you can rule.
Yep.
Oh.
At least we're not getting a surrender here in semifinals. Foul play's gonna kill for sure. 0 chance.
I think the only game that should have been a surrender was game 1 with the choice band bullet punch.
Yeah, I might have surrendered that one.
Yeah, I would have surrendered that one. But the other
we-
two,
Didn't go down without
like,
a
both
fight,
of
I
them
guess.
have been very, like,
Good on you, Belly Bolt.
interesting games.
Yeah, Belly Bolt put in work this set. You gotta admit.
Yeah.
I mean, he was frozen. He thawed out. He survived. He put damage on board. He took out targets that were important.
Yep.
He did what he could.
He did what he needed to, his best.
Yeah,
That's what
good
matters.
boy. Good boy.
But with that,
Oh, and the unnecessary crit.
absolutely needed crit there. That extra 1 damage.
That insult to injury.
Yup, the insult to injury crit. But with that, we have your finalists.
I'll wait for the thing. Oh, did he drop out?
Man,
Oh, no, he didn't. Okay.
Yeah, it's on the
Man.
thing.
He stopped
that
the stream.
sleep
That's
was
what happened.
foul.
No, that
Yeah.
didn't even happen. Yeah, the sleep was foul. The freeze. That game.
The freeze thaw was
What was with the
I
Ndidi
had-
set?
So Daddy
Um,
Didi was ass.
yeah.
All right.
I had a poor idea of how I wanted to play in my head, but that just kind of wasn't really it.
All right, Sean, I'm back.
Hey,
Jordan,
welcome
was-
back.
Good game.
Good game,
Jordan,
dude.
that
That
game
was
you
really good.
played out of your fucking mind. For
Game three was just, and again, no offense, Brendan. Game 3 was an absolute clinic. Like just fucking put on the fucking show,
Well, you know
man.
what's
Like,
crazy? Check this out. Like, I had a separate team set up for Game 3 because I had gone fast in like Game 1, Game 2, and I was like,
Mhm.
Game 3, I had this team prepped where I could go Trick Room. And I was like,
Mhm.
that'd be a nice little change of pace. But Game 2, the team played so well, and I
Mhm.
feel like one of the things is, like, when I didn't get the KO on the Ndidi, I thought it was Focus Sash, but it was, I think he had a Citrus Berry or something like that. So I was
Yeah.
like, if I was Adaptability instead of Swift Swim, I would have got the KO. So I was
Ah.
like, I was like, I'm going to make that change. Well, other than that, the team played so well that I brought the same team from Game 2 to Game 3. I just made that adaptability change, and I got the KO in Game 3, and it worked out. So,
Jay,
I mean, yeah, it was fun.
Jay, you just sat there and lied on my name for fucking like 10 minutes, and you want me to tell Jordan to read all the lies? Like, why would I do that? Fucking.
I didn't. What did Jay say?
He said a bunch of stuff. He says read the chat. He said read the chat.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
Oh, let's change this properties here. We're gonna change this to. We've got semifinals,
Jordan,
bracket
did you
finals.
put together my names for game 1?
I didn't know. I mean, they were like, what were
Yeah,
they?
please end this season for me.
Oh snap! Jeez.
But no, he had. So I think game 2 was really close. I will say, like game 3, obviously there was some RNG, but really just like well played by Jordan. And there was a period of time where Brendan, like, for whatever reason, like he wasn't checking the field. Like I think he was just too into the game, like checking the field. He didn't realize that Psychic Train was gonna drop, which it worked out obviously in his favor. But then also he didn't realize that there was one more turn of Tailwind when he did the offensive move with the Cleavor, and like he could have protected that turn and just gone into the next turn with the Tailwind.
Fun fact: I don't know how hard you were looking at that set.
It does not have
There
protect.
was no protect.
Yeah, the Cleaver didn't protect.
It was
You also-
Tailwind, Stoneaxe, Night / X Scissor.
On that
There
last game, not that it mattered, but for score, it didn't matter, obviously, but you could have jet punched that Mandibuzz. It wasn't protected by the psychic terrain.
Yeah.
And then I
there
do
were
want to.
definitely a few
Go ahead.
points where if you had just checked the amount of turns left on like Jordan's Tailwinds, there were a lot of turns where you could have generated a lot more pressure by just protecting for it, like double protecting a lot. You brought protect on a lot of mons, and I was a little bit disappointed that you didn't click protect that often.
So,
And you didn't have a
That's
focus
fair.
sash mon.
the one question I do have, you had no rain on Team 1, Jordan. Did you have a rain dance on one of those Pokemon?
No, I actually didn't want rain because if
You
I
didn't
set
want to
up
help
rain-
the
Yeah,
Palafin?
exactly. The idea behind Team 2 is that I'm going to lead rain because he has to like switch the Palafin out and then back in, right? So
Mhm.
that's going to burn 2 turns, potentially up to 2 turns of rain with him just switching. And I didn't want to like switch rain in on the back end and the Palafin gets a free 4 or 5 turns of rain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with like jet punches and stuff. Fun
Yeah,
fact, that
exactly.
Palafin on game 1 had no water moves.
Oh wow. Well, I mean, yeah, I was.
You
I didn't wanna bring
can't
rain.
predict that. Who would bring no water
Yeah.
moves on the Palafin?
Exactly. I was like, I'm not going to give him.
I wanted to try a cheeky set.
It was cheeky, and he won with that set. So, like, you know, like cheeky sets. I think you both had a really good set.
I changed it up because I was like, I noticed I'm like getting walled by this Mandibuzz. So like if I changed it up, then I go back to Ice Punch, which like answers it quite well.
That was one
But,
of
like-
the big things that I was like screaming at you while you were muted. Is that like the Mandibuzz, like the rest of your remainder of your team pretty much was all physical, and this Mandibuzz was not only just eating the hits, but like you were targeting stuff that like we could have waited on, right? Like there was Mandibuzz stuff to handle, but you won that game. But like Mandibuzz is high key a fucking deciding factor on Jordan's team a lot. It's gonna eat up things. It can take hits, and God forbid you have a physical attacker, like it's gonna foul play the shit out of that Pokemon. And if it doesn't resist Dark type, which very few things do, it's gonna fucking hurt like a bitch. So
Right.
like Mandibuzz and the Tailwind support, God forbid he has Roost on it. Like the Pokemon is so disgusting at what it can do. It's
Right.
extremely hard to kill. There were games this season and previous seasons where I had Mandibuzz where like that was my only Pokemon, and I was like taking out 2 more Pokemon in like 4 or 5 turns that they just could not put the Mandibuzz down.
Mhm. No, it is disgusting, and that's something I liked in this. Like in game 2, when it took an Ice Punch and the Bitter Blade, and when it
And a
took that-
thawed.
Yeah, well, I freaked out, and I was like, "You've got to be." Like, at first, the freeze, I was like, "You've got to be kidding me! This is."
I realized it as soon as the Bitter Blade was coming out. I was like, oh no, this is gonna thaw it.
When that happened, I was like, "I freaking thawed out!" And I was like, I thought about it. I was like, "Wait a minute, is it the Bitter Blade that did that?" But
Yeah.
I mean, when it took those 2 hits though from 2, physically offensive Pokemon, I was like, Team 2 is just so good because, again, like a Pokemon's not taking those hits, and it did.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have to bring this team again. This is insane. So,
And I think that one of the problems a lot of players make in playoffs that you don't think about is like having these pre-planned teams, right? So like having teams 1, 2, and 3 ready to go, and then hard sticking to that choice on game 3 if you get to game 3, when you learned things from game 1 and game 2, like almost never is the third team what you want to bring into game 3. It's almost never. It's either one of the first 2 teams or it's like an amalgamation of some new shit that you learned. You know what I mean? Like a lot of players make that mistake of just being like, I made 3 teams, I have to use all 3 teams, and that's just not true. And a great example of that in this last set. You changed up anything on that team, or you brought the exact same team?
No, it was the same team. It was just adaptability on the Vascular Legion instead.
Okay, so a little one change, nothing too crazy, but one change, and that was a damage outputting change, which was huge, huge in the
and what's
in the
crazy
end.
Is I was giving up the Swift Swim. I thought about it going into game 3. I was like,
okay, no, hold on, we were wrong. The Bitter Blade did not thaw it. He just got incredibly lucky.
He just fucking raw thawed. He fucking raw hypnosis and raw thawed.
No. The Bitter Blade thaws it because the exact line of things that happened was Bitter Blade hit, it thawed, then Serral Edge healed.
Right, yeah, exactly. No, it was the Bitter Blade for sure because I didn't attack right after. It didn't say that I thawed and attacked. It was like something else happened and then I attacked after the fact.
Yeah, he thawed right after the move went off.
Yeah, it was definitely the Bitter Blade, which was crazy.
So listed as having that as an effect.
No, it's just an effect of freeze.
Yeah, it must be.
If you look at freeze, it'll tell you about it.
Exactly.
In Bulbapedia. But so yeah, great game by both you guys. You went to game 3. Jordan, if you could upload those videos to the drive so I can get them on the YouTube as soon as possible, that would be fantastic. Excellent game. Congratulations. We have a no shot only champions finals now. This has happened maybe once or twice. Typically there's a defending champ and like somebody going up against them to challenge the title. In this particular case, this is an all champs finals. So oops, all champs going into finals. Love to see it. This is Jordan's second shot, or I think this is your third finals appearance.
Yeah, I lost back in season 7.
Yeah, so this is your third finals appearance. Potentially second championship. That's got to be feeling pretty good.
I hope so.
I mean, it's enough to make it to finals, I think. Like, you know, championships are nice and they're great, and you do deserve your flowers for having one. Reese deserves his flowers for having 4, and so on and so forth down the list. Everybody deserves their flowers for having champions. I still firmly believe, and you know, maybe there's some bias having been to finals 3 to 4 times myself, but like I firmly believe if you can fucking make it through the long ass seasons that we have and get to finals, like you got chops. Like that's just what it is. Like if you lose in finals, you know, that sucks. It's great to win and get that trophy, but like you got chops, man. Like you made it all the way and you didn't succumb to the finals, and you played those damage calcs, like the things that you have to do to make it to finals. Just like it's a lot of work on everybody's end. So a big congratulations to Reese and Jordan. I'm very proud of both of them. Founders Feud Part 2 going into playoffs. Huh?
Yeah,
how about that?
We're 2 OGs for sure. So
yeah, so exciting to see that.
Yeah, it'll be funner if I win. It won't be so much fun if I take the loss, but
right. But we will see what happens, and hopefully that works out for you guys, and we have a really good match to see. I'm excited to see that next week. If you guys end up wanting to do it live, which I doubt is going to happen, especially being the finals, but if you do, hit me up. We'll have that talk. Otherwise, we will see you guys next week for our final stream. I would like to thank my 2 players for joining us today.
Anytime.
Appreciate
it. Make it happen.
I appreciate you guys coming. That's always great to have a live match. We got it a couple times this year. And Speakman, as always, thank you so much for co-commentating with me today.
Always a pleasure to be here, gents.
I appreciate all you players. Congratulations to our finalists. We'll see you guys next week for the PLC Season 10 finals. And thanks for watching. Have a good night.